I'm back at Padelstars in Basildon for a high-level match with Sandy and Tom Farquharson, members of the GB Euros team and the minds behind the top-tier platform, the Padel School. Today's match is all about testing my progress. 2 months ago, I locked in a one-on-one challenge with one of the country's finest, Jake Bewley, in the first ever Padel bungee jump match. Since then, I've been on an absolute mission to level up my game. Can I raise my level in today's match? Let's find out. Right, so I'm back here at Padelstars in Basildon, and I'm with 2 GB Euro Padel pros and founders and owners of the Padel School. We have got Tom and Sandy. We're going to be playing a match. It's going to be myself and Tom against Sandy and Rob. I just wanted to ask initially for yourself, Sandy, obviously you guys have the educational platform, the Padel School. I'm a member myself, but it'd be great to tell the viewers a little bit more about the platform.
Yeah, so I mean, we see you in there, you put your videos in and we give feedback to your technique, myself, the other coaches. It's a great place because there's so many tutorials and advice and match analysis on there that we can easily point you in a good direction to improve your game.
Awesome. And just so you know, guys, in the description below, there's going to be a link for you guys to take up a 7-day free trial for the platform. It's improved my game tenfold. And then lastly, I just want to speak with you, Tom. Obviously, fantastic news for the GB team to get into the Euros. What is the level? Obviously, you know the level I play at and everyone does as well, but what's the difference in level between from kind of where I'm at to the pro level?
I think the differences are actually smaller than a lot of people think. I think a lot of it is around consistency, physical focus. The shots themselves, you don't look at the pros and think, oh, they're hitting unbelievable shots, but they're not missing. They're very focused and they're consistent throughout a match. So if I was going to say one thing, it's just that consistency and being consistent in a match is probably the most important thing.
I think I'll jump in as well. It's decision making. Like the decision making on the court and the way they read the court situation that's what the pros do better than anyone.
Once we have finished talking, we were ready for the match. It's myself and Tom against Sandy and Rob Carter. And I just have to firstly say, as you watch the highlights, for the last 2.5 months, as you know, I've solely been playing cross-court singles because I'm gearing up for the Padel Bungee Jump Challenge match on August the 31st at Rocket Padel in Battersea. I haven't really played any doubles. This is one of the first doubles matches I've actually played in around about 2.5 months, which is crazy to say. And that means I haven't had to defend anything from the line. I haven't played anything down the line, and that was a big adjustment for me early on. Into the action now, myself serving, we're 15-30 down, and Sandy is my cross-court, right? So with Sandy, it's very challenging because he plays a lot of different types of angles, a lot of different types of shots. Some of them are topspin, some of them are slice. He plays the angles really well, so this was actually a really good test for me. What myself and Tom were talking about tactically, which we didn't really execute, on my part at least, in the first initial stages of the match, was to play a little bit more to Rob. Now, Rob's a great player, but by doing that, we could get Tom more in the game. 30-40 now, Vibra just goes long, we get broken, it's 2-love to Sandy and Tom. Now, one thing I was happy about from my game in this match were my lobs. Good depth and sometimes hitting them really under pressure. And here Sandy with a topspin drive to win the point, 40-15. Next point now, Chiquita return, lob to Rob, he plays it line, I hit middle, which creates a bit of space for me to attack into with the smash winner from Tom. And that's what, at least from my part, I needed to do more often early on here. Play with a little more variety, create the space and attack it. I think a lot of times I tend to play either passively or safely, and whilst there's a time and place for that, adding shots that I feel I already have in my repertoire into game scenarios can only benefit the result. Like here, whilst we lost this point, a cross-court backhand Bahada, the lob pushes them back. I could have gone middle as well, but Rob, with a great block, has taken the point. I'm just interrupting this match with Sandy and Tom for some epic news. Andrew Holgate, the UK partner for Bounce Padel Holidays, who sponsor me and my journey, well, Andrew has thrown the ultimate Padel birthday bash, and you're invited. It's happening Saturday, 6th of September at Rocket Padel in Beckton from 8:30 in the morning to around 3:30 in the afternoon. There's going to be 2 super fun tournaments for beginners all the way through to the advanced levels, raffles with awesome prizes, which include a Bounce Padel holiday to Alicante, plus it's Andrew's birthday. So expect a party vibe all day long. Tickets are live right now. Just hit the link in the description, and when you book, slap in the code JAMES20, exactly like it is on screen, for 20% off. But be quick, spots are going to go very fast. Now, let's get back into the match. And now at 40-30 here, check out this epic angle from Tom to take the game. It's 3-1 now, one break down. Sandy and myself both hold our serves, and we come back as Rob is serving at 4-2. And whilst we started off strongly inside of this game, taking the first point, I found it overall quite difficult early on in the match because the points seemed to me to be quite frantic. I don't normally play this type of level match, and whilst it was an absolutely fantastic experience, like I said, I found the points quite frantic, and I guess that's just an experience thing for myself. Playing at a higher tempo is going to help, but more importantly, training in that type of tempo will help me adjust to this level of play, I'm sure. And now Tom serving to stay in the set. We are 5-2 down, 40 love up. A smash winner there from myself to take it. It is now 5-3. Can we break back? Unfortunately, we find ourselves 40 love down on Sandy's serve. Lob from myself. Like I said, my lobs were really decent today. Sandy there with a topspin backhand, making it super difficult for me, moving me about a lot, but I felt that I was dealing with it quite well. And this shot here, I decided to mix it up. Drop shot, Rob couldn't get it. It is now 40-15. A couple of points later though, it was 40-30, still set point. Let's see how this one played out. Into the net, Sandy and Rob take the first set 6-3. And in the second set, we definitely didn't feel that we were out of it. We just felt that we needed to target Rob a little bit more and play a little bit more aggressively at the right times, reducing our mistakes and just focusing on creating the space, whether that would be for me to finish or more likely for Tom to finish. And we did well early on. We held serve and we really applied pressure to Sandy and Rob. One thing that's really helped me with all the coaching I've had recently is anticipating the transition opportunity more and being aggressive as a result. This point here being a great example. Chiquita Bajada from Tom, I anticipate the next shot into the middle and to the space with the second volley. This is something I never really used to anticipate, so I'm pleased to see it happening now. And at advantage to us, Rob's return, Tom hits a great weighted volley, which prompts the short lob with a strong finish to take it. It's 2-1 now, Sandy to serve. And games in this second set were tighter for sure, rallies longer, and our game plan was starting to work just a little bit more. A great get from Tom here, and Rob just into the net for 15 all. And I'll let this next point play out as I did my best shot in the match in this one. Super pleased with that shot to make it 15-30, and as I said, games were tight, which normally, back to a few months ago, would make me tentative and tight. Today, it didn't. Yes, my fitness was starting to struggle a bit, but we had a game plan, and I felt like I could deliver on it for the most part. Of course, I'm not near these guys' level right now, so at times I've just got to chalk it up to I'm just not good enough in certain situations yet. But from when I started this channel till now, I feel like I'm at a point where I can cause even just some issues to high-level players, and that's a really good thing for me. Into the net from Sandy, it's 30-40 now, break point to us, great line return from Tom, lob from Sandy, I take the Vibra, and Tom pounces with the high volley for us to take it. It's 3-1 to us. If we win this game, we would be at 4-1, and even though that would just be one break, it would be a commanding lead. Rob hitting a great cross-court winner here to make it love 15, and both Rob and Sandy definitely responded strongly in this one. Some poor decision-making from myself gave opportunities to those guys to get ahead, and we found ourselves at love 40 down pretty quick. First break point then, let's see what happens. A great stretching backhand volley from Tom to make it 15-40. Second break point now. A strong Vibra forcing the mistake from Sandy. 30-40. Last break point. Poor shot selection from myself gifts the aggressive volley a weak block and we lose the break. The next few service games were held and we rejoin with Rob serving at 5-4 to us. A really great point here. It's 40-30 to Rob and Sandy, and I felt like those guys started to target me a little more, which is absolutely fair, but it equally didn't feel like I was getting completely played off the court. Those soft Chiquitas that Sandy does, I tend to wait for them to drop a little before volleying them, which is probably one of my more weaker shots at the moment, but I'm happy with my hands here and the volley finish to make it juice. A couple of points later though, it was advantage to Rob and Sandy, and they take the game to make it 5-all, and we're going to rejoin the match at the tiebreak. And we got off to a good start in this one, but unfortunately it wasn't my best performance in this tiebreak. My execution of shots wasn't great, and I provided a lot of opportunity to Rob and Sandy to be more aggressive, to finish the point or force the mistake. Tom literally only had a handful of shots, and it showed. I've got to say though, this was an awesome experience for myself, and for the most part, I think my level was pretty strong. Tons of stuff to work on, but I wouldn't have played like this in this match if it were 5 months ago. I'm starting to feel more confident on court, and this match has only helped my confidence, if anything. And as we finish up at 7-2 in the tiebreak to Rob and Sandy, after a shot in the net, I touched base with Sandy and Tom to see what their thoughts were.
Right, so we're back after the game, as you can clearly see from myself. Myself and Tom lost, was it 6-3, 7-6?
Yeah.
Close game. Like, for me personally, my thoughts are on it is that very physical, and I felt normally the level that I normally play at against these guys, I felt that some of the points were like really frantic for me personally on a physical level. But then, like, as I was working with Tom throughout the game and the tactics that we're having, and I probably voiced over the match as you've been watching it, how we were trying to, for the first set and a half, I was playing a lot more to Sandy, and that's putting us under a lot of trouble. So naturally we're playing a little bit more to Rob, who's obviously a great player, but we felt that we had a little bit more success on that side. Fitness wise is obviously a little bit of a struggle at the moment, but I think my thing was I was taking a lot of shots before the glass, which I think I probably, just due to my cross-court training, I could probably do with hitting the glass a little bit more. But also, what were your thoughts on kind of where my level is at? And obviously you've seen me from Ilford at the community day with Padel School to now, and the areas that I could improve on.
Yeah, I think it's difficult. The glass thing is tough, right? Because I think at the end of the day, you've just got to back yourself, and you know how to use it. It's just when it comes to a game and things are a bit frantic, you decide not to, and you half volley and you block, and that's when you get in trouble because you pop a ball up. You can't, like with that type of ball, you can't hit a Chiquita or a lob or something slower, right? And that's also almost where the point unravelled for you a little bit.
I think your progress has been amazing. Like, really good. Like, we lost the game, but super positive. Think back from Ilford when we last were on court with you. And I think, like you said, the first part of that match, I think also because you're used to playing in the cross court for your training you're doing, you were taking on Sandy, which taking on Sandy is that's a tough test. That's a tough test on the cross, and I still felt like you actually dealt with it. Okay, I think we lost a few important points, and that cost us the first set. Second set was a tie break, and I think it could have gone either way. We changed our tactic a bit, but I was really impressed. And I mean, the glass stuff, I agree. I think that backing yourself a little bit, especially on those fast volleys, like Rob, for example, is hitting super fast volleys at you, and there's such a temptation to almost like try and block. When actually, if you just let it go, give yourself time. But I thought it was really, really impressive.
It'd probably be good to get that in your training as well, like someone volleying faster to you and practice using the glass for that, getting used to that tempo, because that's always the thing, is it the higher a tempo you can train at, the easier it becomes in a fast tempo match, right?
Thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. And of course, the guys have got the Euros coming up, which if you can get down there, go down there. It's obviously going to be on YouTube as well. And of course, these guys rock out the Padel School, which is the most comprehensive educational platform for paddle players. If you haven't got the money to spend for lessons, if you're feeling a little bit embarrassed as you go on court and you're trying to level up and you're playing against your friends who are better than you, whatever it is, go to the Padel School. The link's going to be in the description. You get a 7-day free trial, and they've got roadmaps, loads of technical training and personalised professional coaching. It's awesome. So click the link below to access that and get your 7-day free trial. From myself, Tom and Sandy, it is bye-bye. Of course, if you like the video, hit the like button, drop a comment, but also subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.